A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Stroud. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Stroud sets up the play action. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There's not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a gain of 18.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 18 carries, 95 yards, and a score. And they get to Stroud, both players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They need 18 yards here on third down. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with Achane. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-0.
Houston set to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud off the play fake. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here goes Stroud again.
First down.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. First down, Texans.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He's complete right around the 8. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Stroud to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get it.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
38-yard line.
Herbert now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Now third down and 7.
It's third and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week. And I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level. And they're playing their best football at the right time of the year.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Houston.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? He different little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Texans first down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Have him in a corner that's worth his salt yet that never admits to worrying about man coverage? How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Gain of 14.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pressure comes and down he goes. That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line.
Sheldon Rankins on
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10.
Herbert.
At the 20-yard line.
This one finds McConkey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first
Now
down.
Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended
Here's
for
2nd and 10.
McConkey. Incomplete. He was covered by Henry To'o.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Up the middle, Etienne. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Etienne here, they stay on the ground. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
12 more yards. That's another.
Etienne on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
37-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a
A
first.
gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers 1st down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. You get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the hit. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And now out comes Houston. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now an option play on second down. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on the strike.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Charger.
Give this to Achane. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Houston at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third
So
down
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
Houston.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Now some good hard running there as he pushes Ray forward for about 5. From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 4.
Second and 4.
Now they change things up. Stroud will throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. This offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel, 55 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action. Stroud now. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
A give, running right, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal.
Play action. It's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2nd and 12. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
Herbert off of play action. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Herbert now. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. 54 yards. And the Chargers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
The Chargers will line up.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. It's caught. And he's got it. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Herbert now to throw. Well, they would have gotten
a conversion if he can hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 11.
Now Herbert. Pass out left finds Kohler. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 7.
And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's got it. And he's across for a touchdown. This one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball.
Run it down. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have but the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here, boy, for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the and my homies got rich doing that they said wouldn't work.